Alright guys, today's a special one. We're going to go a little different route here. This is the number one reason that you need to start your handyman business now. Like right now. I'm going to show you. Huh? Come on. Hi. Beta? Where are you going? Where are you going? So this is the number one reason. It's because whether you have a family now, whether you're going to have a family later, even if you're never going to have a family and you've just got people that you love in your life that you want to be able to provide for and protect, this is it. The money's out there to be made. Yeah, tell them. Tell them, start it now. Where are you going? Yeah. Hi. What are you doing? There's two of you. This is Austin and Beauregard. And I have a son named Silas, and I have a wife named Emily, and they deserve everything I can give them. And I'm never going to be able to give them just working a regular job for somebody else. I'm never going to be able to give them what I can give them working for myself and working hard. So this is the number one reason that you need to start your handyman business right now, is because every day that passes is another day that you weren't making it further, that you weren't acquiring more resources and getting better at what you do and developing your reputation. Gotta slide this over here because these little guys, despite the fact that they're only 13 months, are running all over this house. So here's the deal, guys. There's always a better time to do anything in life. There's a better time to go get your GED. There's a better time to go to college. There's always a reason, that you can't do it now. And these guys don't have time for excuses. And is money everything? No, money's not everything. But I'll tell you what, the money allows me to have this nice big house and keep it and make it nicer. It allows me to give my wife money that she can use to take them out and do things with them. It pays for our other kids' schooling. It's not a lot, but we have them in a slightly better school that you have to pay a little bit for. And it's worth it, guys. There's always a better time. Everybody always has a reason why they're not taking that next step right now. So, even if you don't have a family, even if you don't have kids, starting now means that when you get to the point that there is something that's so important that you've got to have it, that it's best not just for you, but for the people that you love. See, these boys are everything, man. These boys and Silas and Emily and my mom, is going to get old someday, and so is my dad. And everybody is going to need you to be able to be a man and to take care of them. Heck, all these puppies eat a bunch of food. So long story short is that's the number one reason that you need to get started, that you need to start your handyman business now, because every minute that you're not is just another minute that somebody else is making a lot of money off of you. They're working you, and they're giving you some of it, and they're keeping the rest, and it should be your money, man. So, what? Hi. Yeah. He's dancing. He likes to dance. Yes, he does. And the other thing is, right now is honestly a great time. The housing market is stupid. There's a bubble. If you watched my first video, one of the things you'll know is that even if that bubble bursts, you're still going to be safe doing property management, maintenance work. And that's because even when that bubble bursts, now, let's say people are getting evicted, or let's say that the people who own the rental homes that are renting them out suddenly don't have any money to pay that mortgage because the bubble burst and they need to sell the house. Even if the market does poorly, houses changing hands means you have work. Tenants moving in, tenants moving out. If rent goes up and everybody moves around, you have more work. If rent goes down, everybody moves around and you have work. So right now is the best time to start your handyman business. And I'll throw in a few tips for this video. I'm going to be doing a tips video later, but there's a few, if you're about to get started right now, that you should know. Tip number one, use an accountant. Don't try to do it all yourself. These guys specialize in helping you keep as much money as possible. They're not going to break the law for you, and you shouldn't ask them to break the law for you. But within the bounds of the law, they know every single thing they can do to help you keep every penny. They are well worth everything that you have to pay them. They are absolutely outstanding. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, answer your phone. If you're working for property managers, answer that phone every time it rings. If it's one of your property managers and you missed a job today, or something isn't going right, or you're just tired and you didn't miss anything, but you know that it might be an emergency call, always answer your phone. If you become the guy that doesn't answer his phone, you're just not as high up on that list, and they do have a list. They know who they prefer. So answer your phone. I wrote down some other ones earlier. Follow through and show up. When you schedule with tenants, show up to the job and get the job done. You don't ever want tenants calling property managers. Your job in life is to make sure nobody ever calls them. Invest in good tools and inventory. I think my next video is going to be about that because I've got my inventory going. It's a process that I've been building up for a while. It's not complete, and it probably never will be, but invest in that. Communicate with your tenants, and that means when you get a job, immediately call your tenants and let them know that you have the job and you'll be scheduling soon. And then call the schedule as soon as you actually can and solve all of their problems. A lot of times they have weird stuff that nobody wants to take on, and you may not be the best for it, but if you can be that one guy that solved a problem nobody else can, which I do pretty frequently right now, they're going to love you for it. They're going to send you a bunch of work. So I'm going to let y'all go for now. This isn't a super long video because my wife and kid are actually at Peter Piper right now at a pizza party, and I'm home and I need to get to invoicing. I'm working until 9 o'clock every night invoicing, but I'm getting there, guys. I've got a few guys that I brought on now that are doing some work for me. So now I'm making the money that I'm making for myself, and I've also got other people making money for me, but I'm paying them insanely well. They make almost as much as I do. They're not employees. We have agreements, and I send them work, and they're happy to do the work for the price that I give them. It's more than they'll ever make at a $25 an hour construction job. So they're all happy all around, and I'm growing, and I got to get to work because I need to succeed. But I wanted you to know this is the time right now to start your business.